In the heart of the Boise National Forest, just 45 minutes away from Boise, Idaho, sits a small town wrapped in beautiful nature and rich history. Once the largest town in the entire Northwest, Idaho City now stands as one of the smallest. Yet, its streets still echo with the stories of its golden past. So while I'm driving through this beautiful forest, heading to Idaho City, let me give you a little bit of history. Gold was discovered there in 1862, and almost overnight, thousands of prospectors flooded the area, chasing dreams of instant wealth. Towns sprang up everywhere, and Idaho City quickly became the largest and most populated town in the territory. But just as fast as it boomed, it busted. And within a few short years, the gold became hard to find. So people moved on. And then devastating fires swept through the community, leaving behind only memories of its once glittering past. So, since I have been wanting to see this beautiful little town up here, Idaho City, for a few years now, why not stay right in the middle and the heart of this town? So I broke down and I got me a cabin. I mean, let's face it, I can take a shower, wash my hair, freshen up. And then they have a laundromat here so I can catch up on my laundry too. And then I'm right here in the heart of the town. So meaning I can just leave my bus parked right here at the cabin and just walk around and go enjoy this little town. So I got a cabin just for one night, but this little tiny home / cabin is so adorable. So I had to share it with you guys because it is right in the middle of this little town, and it's rather cute. I believe they have 9 cabins, and then they have some cabins that you can bring your pets in. So they have some cabins for pets specifically, and then they have other cabins not for pets, because some people do have allergies with dogs and cats and stuff. And then they have one handicapped cabin also. Has a little ramp going up into the cabin, and then has a huge shower in case you have, like, you're in a wheelchair or something. So I think I did pretty good getting a little cabin. You know, I like to get me a cabin at least once a year. Just to regroup and refresh. And driving through the town, I think I picked the perfect spot. Alright, you guys want to see my cabin? How cute! And they have a little wood burning stove for the winter time. Look at that. Ice cream and coffee. Two of my favorite things. Oh yeah. Hello. Coffee. I do toasted marshmallow and brown sugar cinnamon. You want it? Ice, please. 16 is good. Ice cream and coffee, you can't go wrong with that. So this ice cream coffee shop right here, the owners of the cabins that I'm staying at right now, they actually own this place also. So it's right next door to the cabins. So in the morning, you come over and get you some coffee, and then for lunch, you can come over and get some ice cream. For breakfast, you can come over and get some ice cream. For dinner, you can come over and get some ice cream. And for dessert, you can come over and get some ice cream. You can't go wrong with ice cream. Been coming to these little towns right here. I love meeting the locals in this town. And while I was running around this town talking to a couple of the locals, I kept asking for somebody to interview to let me know a little bit of the history of this cute little town right here. And multiple people kept saying, Miss Rhonda here. So we have Rhonda here, and Rhonda, you've lived out here for a while, huh?
I've been here 35 years. I have taught here. I have had the store, nostalgic toy store, Simply Fun, and I now do the historic walking tours, and I have for over 20 years.
Oh, wow. See, I got the right one to interview right here. So, Rhonda, just real quick, you want to tell us a little history of the town?
Sure. We're here in Smoke Jumper Park. We used to be the smoke jumping training center for our firefighters, but back in 1862 we became known for gold. This was the biggest gold camp in the basin, and it's a 200 square mile basin. We had 7,000 or 8,000 people and over 200 businesses. Crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow.
So to give you a feeling for the timeline, this is a log that was cut down down the highway, the ribbon tree, and you can learn all about that here in the park. So the tree started growing in 1776. We had the Declaration of Independence. Lewis and Clark came through, and now is the Idaho City, Idaho history starts. Civil War started in 1861. The very next year, in 1862, gold was discovered. The next year, there were 25,000 people here. So Abraham Lincoln established the Idaho Territory in 1863. And Idaho didn't become a state until 1890, and our population was under 1,000 by then.
And then look, we have a special guest right here.
This is Mojo. Baby. Yep, and he does the walking tours with me. And Idaho City has probably the most dramatic fire history in the West. I mean, things burned down for sure. Everything was wood, but we completely burned down in 1865 and 1867. And the Pioneer Fire was 9 years ago. And this tree, this Engelmann spruce, was cut down during that fire. And this is a section 30 feet up. So, and it was a huge fire. And so So we've had the Pioneer Fire, the Boardwalk Fire, where our whole retail section burned down that everybody really knows about. Everybody, and I just want everybody to know, everybody relocated. We have more businesses here now than we did before the fire. But yes,
Wow.
it is quite dramatic.
And over here we have Pam, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the mercantile here from 1860.
The building was started building in 1863 with the rest of the brick buildings here in town.
Okay.
And the mercantile opened up for business in 1865. So.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right.
Look at all the awesome stuff that's in here. Oh.
Yes, we do have a thrift store in here now, and it is helping us to fund our projects here on the building, restoring it.
I love thrift stores.
And our first project was to restore the floor supports under this floor, and now we have a history museum display downstairs.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Stairs are brand new. Just have to watch your head here as you come down.
Oh, wow.
So this was the freight cellar for the mercantile. This is where they would store everything until they needed it upstairs on their shelves. Everything would come in this door on the front of the building. There were doors on the boardwalk like big cities where all the freight would come in and then stored.
Wow. How awesome. Is that a buffalo hide?
This is an elk hide.
Elk, really? Wow.
Yes,
okay.
buffalo is back over here on the...
It's kind of shaped like a buffalo, right? That's what I thought.
Yes. But these are the new floor supports that are now holding the floor upstairs strong. So the floor isn't moving as we walk along on it. It's an old bench press.
Okay.
Press, yeah. It is about the same, it's the same era as the building.
It's nice and cool down here.
Yes, well, this was before electricity, so this is how they kept everything cool. And then it was part of their fire protection system. Everything here was underground, and then if there was a fire and everything was damaged upstairs, they would still have everything down here to be able to do business with everybody the following day. The First National Bank.
Oh, wow.
Here in the wall. They covered it up in the 1970s with kitchen equipment when they put a kitchen deli in here. So kitchen look is going away, and we're trying to keep the history and be able to show everybody.
Wow.
It came from Troy, New York by ship to Portland, and then freight wagon the rest of the way. It did have one bank robbery attempt, and they had dynamite on the front of the doors, but you could tell doors didn't even buckle, so they did not get what they were coming for.
Wow. Those are some heavy duty doors
yes,
right
they
there.
Are.
still use it. We've been using it for 100 years. Doesn't it look like a Perry Mason set?
That's so funny,
yeah, we're so lucky to be able to still use our historic buildings. And, you know, it's just an honor to be able to come in here for jury duty in a place like this. And, you know, the desk is historic. There, if you open the desk, the drawer, the judge in 1898 sentenced Herman St. Clair to be hung, and he opened the drawer and commemorated that with a pencil, wrote his name and the date. It's still in there. Herman St. Clair shot his mining partner in the back, so that was bad, and they put him in jail after he was sentenced, and he tried to escape. They shot him twice, put him back in jail, patched him up, and still hung him. Sent out invitations to his hanging.
Now we're in the
Boise Basin Museum. Yeah, it used to be the post office. On the weekends in the summer, it's amazing. We have got 3 museums, the Chinese Museum, the Wildfire Museum, the Boise Basin Museum.
Wow.
And, you know, this one tells you all about the gold rush that started in 1862. We had a lot of hydraulic mining. And you can see these water cannons blasting away a whole hill, in this case Gold Hill, and our football field is sitting on top of the tailings of Gold Hill, and that's what it used to look like. And we did have some hard rock mining, and the stamp mill was used to crush the rocks down to get the gold out of the rocks. Sometimes it's called quartz mining because if there's quartz, there might be gold. And you can see the left-handed bowler. That's actually a fairly important piece of saloon art. And again, we have Herman St. Clair. This isn't an historic painting, but it's effective. This is what the penitentiary and the jail used to look like. It was over by the Springs Resort, and they shut it down, and it basically collapsed, and they brought a third of it over here, so you can go into the section. Yeah, it's a great museum, and you know, you can really get lost.
I definitely can see that.
And yeah, there's a film, and we also have one of the most important Northwest bottle collections in existence in the other room.
You said bottle collection?
Uh-huh.
Let's go check that out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I live in Ken Smith's house, and he was a smoke jumper trainer and a bottle collector, and this is probably the best and the most representative of all of his bottles, and some of them are worth, you know, many thousands of dollars.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can only imagine.
And so we are very lucky to have that.
Look at all this stuff.
And you're probably not old enough, but our film is narrated by Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Uh-huh.
And that film is just finishing up now. So we've been playing it ever since the 70s.
Oh, wow. I was born in the 70s.
There you go. I'd like to pick up that wrapper, but I can't. Yeah, come on in.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, this is the vault where we keep all of our ledgers. We didn't have spreadsheets, computers, so you can see all on this side. Everything had to be written down, all the courts records, mining records, liens, births, deaths, marriages, you name it. And people still, even though we have a lot of it on microfiche, people still come in here and do research.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Rhonda.
Sure.
All the way down here.
Yep, so we're inside of the county offices right now. And this is the vault where they would have kept gold and stuff, but they mainly, you know, had to keep our records safe from fire.
I really enjoyed spending the day here in Idaho City, walking through this little town and learning about all the history that shaped it. And staying in this amazing cabin right in the heart of town made the experience even better. I couldn't have picked a more perfect place. And now, I'm excited to get back on the road and go explore more of this beautiful force that surrounds this cute little town.